Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, we're on to the second round of Mixed Matchup. This round is called What Move Is That? And those of you at home, the bachelors will go up one by one, and they'll have to pull off their best dance moves and describe what they're doing as they're doing it. Brad, get up here and show us what you've got.
All right, man. You know, this music really moves me, man.
Well, you gotta kind of dance there, Brad. Describe what you're doing, basically.
What's the question?
I believe that was a question.
Oh, well then, could I buy a vowel?
Ha ha! Wrong show there, Brad. Sit down before you hurt yourself.
Cool. And you guys are pretty hip. It's pretty groovy.
Well, thank you for that, but I'm afraid your music is done, so sit down and just be quiet. Ricky, show us your shit. Brad. Apparently Brad's not done, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can sit down now, please. Ricky, get up here before Brad gets back up.
Hey, Delta, you listening?
Yes, Ricky, I am.
I wish you were up here dancing with me, baby.
Oh, you.
I wish I was dancing there, too.
It's my own honey brown Snickers bar.
Ooh.
All right, let's stop this before this turns into our very own John Holmes and to get the audience all wet. Ha ha. Okay. Cut music, please. Now, to our final dancer. Let's see if you can beat that. I don't think you can there, Miguel. That's pretty arousing.
I like.
I'm still riled.
Miguel is walking seductively to the front of the stage because Miguel is sexy. Miguel knows the women in the audience want Miguel. Some men too. Miguel is kissing his bicep and feels a good feeling in his pelvic region. Miguel feels the beauty, the essence of beauty in his pants. And now Miguel begins to thrust. He hears the women cheering for him in the audience.
Well, that's funny. I don't hear any women cheering at all.
Shh! Do not interrupt Miguel while he is dancing. It can be very dangerous.
You said that. Down, boy. Can you thrust your way back to your seat, Miguel, before you poke my eye out? All right. Well, Delta, you got a gauge of the audience's reactions to see how the dancers did, and you got my reaction too. What any thoughts?
Well, I'd have to say that Ricky did have the biggest applause.
Oh, that he did. I'll give him an extra applause.
You don't think Miguel is best dancer?
Miguel, I don't think anybody thought you were the best dancer, sir.
Idiot.
Sorry. So, that does it for the What Move Is That round. Brad? You okay? Well, that was quite exciting. After the break, we have They Ask Her question segments. Well, the tables are turned, and they get to ask her a question of their own.
I only got one question to ask you. And as I'm asking it, I want you to close your eyes and picture me whispering it in your ear. Can you do that for me, baby?
Yes, Ricky, I can.
Welcome back to Mixed Matchup. This final round of play, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be a good one. This round is called They Ask, She Answers. This is when the table gets turned and our bachelors get to ask the lovely lady one question each. And they get to ask about my sexuality. First up is Brad. Oh, mercy. Brad, do you have a question for Delta?
Yeah, man, I got lots of questions.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, do you ever just kind of go sit on a beach and, picture the ocean, feel in your head, the waves, the water, hear the sounds, the seagulls, and then just kind of pretend you're just lying under the water and, you see the turtles swimming by and, they're having a great time because they're so free. They're just living it up and, yeah, just think how many turtles there are out there right now.
Well, Delta, an answer?
I don't think he asked me a question.
You know what? I don't think either. Ha ha! Let's get a more intelligent question from bachelor number 2. Ricky, do you have a question for Delta Dawn?
Delta, I only got one question for you. And as I'm asking it, I want you to close your eyes and picture me whispering it in your ear. Can you do that for me, baby?
Yes, Ricky, I can.
How would you like to go for a ride?
Whoa, hold on there, buddy. I'm sure there's some 7-year-olds as well as my ex-wife watching this show, so we can't talk about that just yet.
Hey now, Alan James. I was just talking about roller coasters.
So was I.
What girl doesn't like a good adrenaline rush? Ricky, I'd take a ride with you any day.
That goes 2 ways for me. I'm just kidding, not really. All right, let's get to the third contestant. Batch number 3. Do you have a question?
Miguel has a 2-part question.
I'm afraid you can't have a 2-part question.
What? Miguel will have a 2-part question if Miguel wants a 2-part question.
Sir, yes, sir. Fire away whenever you're ready, master.
My first question. How do you feel about Miguel being more beautiful than you? And do you think that you could live up to Miguel's beautiful expectations?
Well, Miguel, I don't know what you look like, so I can't answer either of those questions.
Well, Miguel is more beautiful than you.
Well, before more people get offended and before my boner goes down, let's get on to the decision. That's it for our final rounds. But before our Delta Dawn makes a decision, let's go back over our contestants, just in case the audience fell asleep and has forgotten. First, we got Bachelor number 1, Brad Barrington. A surfer dude from the West Coast. Nothing up top and hopefully something in the bottom. Up next, we have Ricky. The very, very good looking, very attractive, very charming, I seem to be drunk and I'm losing my track of words because I'm so basking in his aura. But before I get all horny and hot and bothered, let's go to number 3, Miguel. The European guy who I don't know his last name and I don't know much else, but except he likes to thrust. Hopefully he can thrust his way into Delta's heart. So, Delta, without further ado, do you have a choice?
Well, Alan, this was a really hard decision. They all have something to offer me, but I only have one guy in mind.
And who would that be? And remember, it can't be me.
Well, it's Ricky!
Oh!
All right.
Get on up here, buddy. Claim your prize.
Let's dance, baby.
Let's get the losers up here to dance too. I know you're lonely. Come on up. Well then, that about does it for another episode of Mixed Matchup. We have ourselves an oddly shaped and an oddly colored couple with soft, cushiony hearts. I wish I was holding one of these with Ricky myself. So, stay tuned next week on Mixed Matchup when we have 3 queers and a steer, bestiality show, or homoerotica. Stay tuned.